Okay, this video is Parabolas section 9.2 and it is part 2. Now we'll talk about parabolas where the vertex is not the origin, not 0, 0. So in general, you're going to say that the vertex is h comma k. All right, this is what we used before on the circle, the ellipse, and the parabola to talk about the center of the shape. But for parabolas, we use this for the vertex. Okay, so one form we had was y squared equals 4px. These were the parabolas that went left or right. This is with the vertex 0, 0. If you want the vertex to be hk, then it's going to be in this form right here. So notice, instead of the y, it's y minus k that's being squared, all right? And here, you're multiplying with this x. Now you're multiplying with the quantity x minus h. The h still belongs with the x, and the k still with y. So it's alphabetical. The vertex is h comma k. Now, if it was the x squared form, if the parabola opened up or down, then with a different vertex, it would look like this. It would be x minus h quantity squared minus 4 times p times the quantity y minus k. And again, h belongs with x and k belongs with y. All right, so let's say we're supposed to graph this equation here. Y minus 4 quantity squared is equal to 20 times the quantity x plus 3. So this is basically y squared equals 20x. It just has a different vertex, okay? So in this one, this is y minus k, k is 4, and then here's your x minus h is negative 3. So we have a vertex of negative 3, 4. Okay, and then this is our 4p. 20 is 4p. 4p equals 20. Divide both sides by 4, so p is equal to 5. Okay, so we can work with the p-value to start at the vertex and go in the appropriate directions. Okay, so, and then this one, since the y is being squared, that means it's either up or down, left or right, and since this is a positive number, it's going to open to the right. Okay, so we will find our vertex, or plot it, negative 3, 4. Okay, so there's the vertex, negative 3, 4. And then the p-value tells you how to get to the focus. So it is positive 5, so you're going to go 5 to the right. And there is the focus. Okay, and we can go back and label points later. And then if you go 5 in the other direction from the vertex, you get the directrix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this line right here. Okay, so then that helps you visualize. Here's where the parabola is. All right. To get 2 more points, we're going to draw in the latus rectum and the focal diameter. So for this one, p is 5, so 2p is 10. So we'll measure 10 units up from the focus and down. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, so that's an actual point on the parabola and going from the focus the other way. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now you're welcome when graphing these to count by 2s or something. I was just gonna stick to the actual numbers for now. All right, so here would be the graph of the parabola. Okay, so it has a vertex of negative 3, 4. If you need to label the focus, that would be 2, 4. The directrix is a vertical line, so this is x equals, what do we count? 5 spaces that way, so it would be negative 8. X equals negative 8. Okay, one other problem. This again is a problem where the vertex is not 0, 0. Okay, find an equation for the parabola described. They're telling us the vertex is the point 2 comma 4, and the focus is at the point 2 comma 11. All right, now you don't really have to graph it, but personally I find at least a rough sketch to be helpful. A lot of times I might do these and not use graph paper at all, but well, here. Okay, so I went ahead and plotted. Here's the vertex and there's the focus. Okay, so this tells you how it's oriented. Remember, the focus is always inside of it. So the parabola is going this way. Okay, and I'm not going to graph it, but it opens up. Okay, so that tells me right away then it's going to be one where the x is squared. So x squared equals 4py. That would be the basic plan of it. Okay, all right. And if I count these spaces here from the vertex to the focus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that will give me the value for p. All right, and of course you could just subtract the y coordinates, 11 minus 4, and come up with the 7 also. All right, so then p is equal to 7. So I'd have x squared equals 4 times 7 times y, so that's going to give me 28y. Now this is the equation if the vertex is 0, 0. Our vertex is 2, 4. So this is our h and this is our k. So remember, it's always x minus h. So instead of x squared, it's x minus h squared. So it's going to be x minus 2 squared equals 28. And then instead of y, it's going to be y minus k. So it'll be 28 times the quantity, y minus 4. And there you go. That's the equation.